up seeing red. Is it such a ghostly revelation? I may have fucked up all my chances.
And we ain't sleeping on the floor again. We never sleeping on the floor again. For the ones who didn't make it out, for the ones that didn't see the life, for the ones that never cared, never gave a thought, found no happiness in that brand new car or the house you bought. I see you talking about the love you lost, and it was gone like way before you ever thought it was. Yeah, I took my time, no quick ones, quick run, quick gas to get back there. Hot roads, I didn't think I'd come back fierce, cause
I was running roads so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Is it such a ghostly revelation? I may have fucked up all my chances. Fucked up all my chances. It's easy, it's hard to preach, cause I've been burning trees and watching fall. If we cannot breathe out, we go forward. Sure, I was searching for cure, fishing a little wildlife. And when I'm low on fuel, I'll still be running till my back broke. Halfway, lost hope and I checked it. Hard roads, I didn't think I'd come back fast, cause I was running roads so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Ghostly revelation. I may have fucked up all my chances. Fucked up all my chances. Been around the globe, looked around, nothing fitted. Seen high and lows, but you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end, but the road, and you won't even get it. Been around the globe, looked around, nothing fitted. Seen high and lows, but you won't. Fucked up all my chances. Yes, I was running. I know.
When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you lost, oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. moving on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne.
Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You acting like you really wanna fall for me, but baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Wanna be, yeah. Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You acting like you really wanna fall for me, but baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Wanna be, yeah. I left my demons in my past. I still want something that can last. You make me feel like I'm okay. We both know that you feel the same. Ooh, ooh. Baby, I got nothing else to prove. You're talking about your bad side of mood. Remember that you always get to choose. Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You acting like you really wanna fall for me, but baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Wanna be, yeah. Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You acting like you really wanna fall for me, but baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Wanna be, yeah. I don't I don't wanna be friends, yeah, I guess you got my intention. Got no place I'd rather be, feel like another dimension. I don't wanna talk, baby, you should let it go. I don't wanna go, let me stay a little more. Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You acting like you really wanna fall for me, but baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Wanna be, yeah. Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You acting like you really wanna fall for me, but baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Wanna be, yeah.
body to the sound of the jukebox. everybody to the sound of the jukebox.
And welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen, to round number 5 here at Apollo Racing Club for F1 2020 Tier 1. I'm Adam, EV500. Joining me in the broadcast booth tonight, the founder and creator of Apollo Racing Club, Fife. Fife, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good, man. How was your Christmas and New Year's?
I had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's. I actually got to upgrade some of my sim racing gear. Got a new wheel and got some load cell pedals, and
Sick.
so very, very successful Christmas. Taking a look at the standings.
Hey, the scene on the splash screen. Sorry.
Yep. Just switching it over. Looking at the standings right now as they stand. Rogue is obviously in first place with 75 points. Gore, who is no longer with us, at 51
Yes.
points. Tack.
Taking Rogue's seat. Oh, sorry.
Yep, Gore. So taking Gore's seat will be Ruda. So we will have to keep our eye out for him here. See if he can maybe put in the same performance as Gore could. Taking up third place still is going to be Tact, coming in with 48 points. And then Chipsy, Mr. Hood, Rosefest, Sim Black Fox, Kubi, Nile, and Righteous Fire. And that is approved by Grid Finder. And Fife, you can talk us a little bit about Grid Finder.
Yeah, we'll take a quick minute to give a shout out to our friends over at Grid Finder. ARC just became a approved league over at Grid Finder, so we're happy to announce that. If you guys are ever looking for a league, Grid Finder is, as far as I know, the only search tool for sim racing out there. You're looking for a league in any particular game, you just go, you put the game in, you put what day you're looking to race, what type of car you're looking to race, you search, and there they are right there in front of you. You click join, you jump right into their Discords, and you're ready to go. So be sure to head over to Grid Finder. Just give them a Google or grid-finder.com and check them out, man. It's really awesome, and I'm happy to be partnered up with them.
Well, thank you very much for that. And once again, those standings are Grid Finder approved. And we are here at Barcelona for round number 5 for the Apollo Racing Club Tier 1 F1 2020.
Looks like people are starting to move out of the pits.
Yep, a lot of people moving out of the pits. We're riding right now with Ruben. Ruben is somebody who has had some very good races in the first 4 weeks of our league. But sadly, in race pace, has been super unlucky. So, hopefully he can pull out something. Ruda's still in the pit lane for his second race with Tier 1. He was a reserve driver for a while before being pulled up to be a full-time driver this year. So good for him. He's a young kid though, Fife. He's only 15 years old.
Yeah, but he's quick, man.
He is
Age, those kids are quick. I feel like all the young kids are quick. Us old men are slow. I shouldn't say us old men. I just don't want to lump you into that category with me. Sorry about that.
It's all good. I mean, I think I think you're. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna be that dude.
I just turned 43.
Oh my, you are almost 20 years older than I am. Just saying. So, of course, please do not group me here. But of course, this 2.8 mile track, a beautiful track used to test F1 cars for pre-season testing. And Ruben is on his hot lap right now as he's going through the second sector, has already gone.
It gets a bad rap, Barcelona. Everyone kind of craps on it a bit because, like you said, it is a test track. It offers that little bit of everything, because they want to test everything the car can do. So, it gets a bad rap for that it's got too many features.
Too many features indeed. I am one of those critics of this track. I think this is one of the more boring tracks for F1. I really think it just needs to just be a test track, and that's it. Ooh, and Ruben kind of getting a little on the curb there, and he's going to go ahead and
just
pass.
Buzzed by Babushka spinning it out down in Sector 2 there. The yellow flag is Babushka right now in Sector 2.
Babushka, another member of the Tier 1 League who has been super unlucky this season. He has looked very good in qualifying and in pace, but he has just had technological issues.
Both Team Williams drivers, yeah. They had a double retirement 1 week and then a rather tough finish the next week, I believe.
Well, Ruben put up a 1:15.9. He's going to take provisional pole.
You forgot to switch the scene again, Evie. You forgot to switch the scene. We're on standing still. Oh, my God. Sorry, boys. We're trying to shake off the holiday hangover here at ARC. We haven't broadcast in going on, 3 weeks almost. So
we
please
should be good now.
Bugs. There you go, guys. There it is. There is the game you so much wanted to see. Woo!
Well, we're going to be riding on board with Stewie 3K, who is on a hot lap. He is going through the final chicane. Does a nice job, gets through it very nicely. Ruben, once again, is on provisional pole with a 1:15.9. Here comes Stewie 3K. Well, where is he going to land at? He's going to put up a 1:17.9 with the medium tire.
I'm riding along with Kublai in the Red Bull, the Lion of Singapore. Wow.
And Kubi, Lion of Singapore, who is also probably trying to cure some of that holiday hangover. It's been kind of one of those weird things, and my overlays are decided to crash, so we'll fix that here in a moment once it catches itself back. But Lion of Singapore going through here.
And McLaren behind him, I believe, is on a hot lap as well. Hollers.
Yeah. Hollers.
Yes, he is. And Hollers goes 4th. Lion of Singapore goes 5th. Now let's see. I believe the other Red Bull, Rosefest, is he coming around? And he is coming around on a. Actually, no, he's on an outlap. It looks like. He's got full DRS right now. So.
You said the other Red Bull, who put up a Rosefest, Kubi's teammate, puts up a 1:18.6. So you can definitely tell that these guys haven't practiced in a while. But he does have a lot of fuel on board. Looking at Rosefest, he has about 45 laps. He has basically max fuel. So I don't know why he would do that. So let's see who else is out on a hot lap. It looks like Niall in the Alfa Romeo.
The action's on another one, it appears, too.
The action.
Actually, I can't tell. Actually, I don't think he is.
Nope, he is
Van
not.
has left the session.
He'll probably
the action's letting the Niall go through.
So Niall definitely on a hot lap. He is in.
No, he's on an out lap. I just don't think the action was aware.
All right, and here we go. Here comes Niall, who I had a conversation with before the race today and told him, Niall, make something exciting happen. So let's see what he can do here. He's going to go ahead and go right into turn 1 very fast. Some nice braking there. He does not go off track. And yeah, you're going to have to put your foot. Yeah, you can definitely go flat out through there. Just have a little throttle control and dive right deep into the corner through there. And now he's actually set himself very nicely to potentially be in the top 5 right now. And he's going to
my dark horse for tonight is going to definitely be Williams. I want to see something tonight. I know both these guys are capable of good performance. They're not familiar. I mean, they're familiar drivers in Tier 1. So Babushka right now on a hot lap. I'll be watching him.
Niall coming through turn number 10. He's going to come into sector 3. Nice braking through that long straight, and he's just going to punch it now. Has to get through this final chicane. He's looking real nice. He's on the soft tire. He's going to, he doesn't get quite inside the curb, but does a nice job. Doesn't go off track. Comes out of the chicane going over the curb, and now he's going to go flying down the straight, and he puts up a 116.2 and gets into the top 5.
Here comes Righteous Fire right behind him. Righteous into 8th place.
Righteous Fire putting up a P8, putting up a 117.4. And you said you were watching Babushka. Let's
Now,
go
Van's
ahead
coming
and
around. I believe he's invalidated. The McLaren ahead of Babushka might be on a hot lap. If you want to have a look there, could be Chipsy or Haulers. I'm not sure.
I think that is Haulers.
But here comes Babu. Babu into 2nd place with a 115.947.
Nicely done, Babushka. Hopefully his luck turns around in these next 4 weeks of racing here at Apollo Racing Club. Like I said, he has had the worst luck, and we should probably point this out. Mr. Hood, he's on provisional pole right now with a 115.6, and this is somebody who is a dark horse for myself. I think.
And Hood's coming in.
Right now, Mr. Hood is sitting in P5 in the standings in the Drivers' Championship. So he is definitely hungry. Here comes Niall on finishing up another hot lap. Can he? Never mind. He just cuts the entire chicane and says, I'm going into the pits. But his teammate, Fox, is on an out lap. And Ruben goes a 10th faster with a 115.5. So Ruben moving up in the provisional pole right now on those soft tires. He's looking pretty strong here, Fife. Looking at Haulers right now, who is, I think he's done. Yep, he has done his lap. And here comes the action. He is going to start his hot lap. This will be his 2nd hot lap. And let's see what he can do here on these medium tires. What do you think? What might be this tire strategy here? I see a lot of medium tires out there, more than I would usually see, Fife. And what would you say to do here? Would you want to do the soft medium or maybe go for the medium soft?
I feel like this is a pop quiz for me because I'm always so awful with tire strategy. But for me, it would be soft, medium, if I recall correctly.
It's 33 laps around this track. It's a 50% race. So I could see that as Ruben coming through turn 9, going down the long straight. Let's see if he can make this braking zone. Oh, he locks up. Oh, no, that's not. Really hard lock up from the action as he comes through turn 12, going through the straight. Brake hard before the chicane. Going to start the entrance of the chicane. Nice job entering, coming out, and now he's just gonna. Nope, he's done. he knew he couldn't beat his time, but Chipsy
Team Ferrari hasn't put a lap in yet.
No, they have not. And Ruda, he is on a lap, and with Rogue right in front of him. So we're gonna go on Rogue's onboard. Well, we're gonna just go with Rogue here for a moment, because both these guys, they're gonna work on the slipstream together. You know, you have that nice long front straight. And then you have the straights from 9 to 10 that you can get a nice slipstream through. So it would not surprise me with 5 minutes if we see Rogue give a tow here.
I just switched to Van. He had a purple sector too. Now he has invalidated every lap he's done, I feel like. So hopefully he can bring this one home because it's a good one, I guess.
Who'd you say that was?
That is Van and Renault. Oh, lag. I just got a lag snapback. Woo.
Let's see what he can do with this. He is going to come across the final
Oh.
straight. Oh, no. He went off track. And
He
now
went off
is-
track. There's all kinds of silliness going on back in the end of sector 2 with the Ferraris trying to get the toe and everyone catching him up.
This might not work out for Ferrari.
No, they're going to give everyone else a toe if they're not careful.
Well, yeah, Rogue, he's sitting really far back now. He let Ruda pass him.
Oh,
And Ruda just about lost it on the final curve. Excuse me. Ruda's behind Rogue now quite a long ways. And now he has
I
to be
don't know.
careful of Van. But now he can finally start his lap. And now there's a little bit of a gap between him and Rogue. But it wouldn't surprise me if they get the slipstream, especially through turns 9 and 10. That's a great place to make up some time as we see Rogue now going through turns 3 and 4.
and I don't know if I missed it, but Kubi had slipped into first place somehow.
Yeah,
somewhere.
with a 1:15.4. Now Rogue, he's on the medium tire. That's interesting considering that he would be, if he were to qualify on pole position, he would be the only man in the top 5 running the medium tire. Now he does have his teammate right behind him in this qualifying session as he's coming up on screen. As they go through the next turns here, that's going to be turn 10. Nicely done there from Rogue. Rogue, an 18-year-old kid in college now, a very talented racer who's also participating in other events here at Apollo Racing Club, such as the 24 Hours of Daytona. So here comes Rogue as he comes around the final front straight, and he's going to go P6 with a 1:16.0, and Ruda puts up a 1:16.6.
I think they're staying out there. They're going to keep pushing. I'm not sure, but
They should.
Tactixo now. He's starting a hot lap finally on some mediums.
I'm going to stay on board with Ruda because Ruda is still pushing here. He's going to do a double push as he comes through turn 3 and 4. So let's see what Ruda can do here now that he doesn't have to worry about Rogue being in front of him. Now he has to
Righteous Fire is starting in sector 3 right now. I'll be watching him.
Well, let's switch over to him. I want to see as he comes through the chicane. And he's coming through turn 16, coming down the front straight, and he's going to put up a 1:16.5 on the soft tire. Looking back over at Ruda now. Comes through the 90-degree turn
Stays the same.
very nicely. And now he just has to make these next few final corners through the final sector, and he comes down the front straight. Can he find the time on these medium tires? He puts on the DRS, and he goes P6. He beats his teammate by point. Whoa, that's 0.02 of a second. Less than 0.02 of a second on quali.
Oh man, Tactixo must have invalidated his last lap. He still has not posted a time. We got a minute left in quali here.
He is going to be able to finish this lap. He was able to cross the finish line before. Nah, he's done. He's has his engine mode on lean. I think he's going to be done with qualifying. So he's going to be on P17. But guess what? Line of Singapore, Kubi. He's the man on pole, but he's going to go out for another lap. Why is he going out? There's not enough time. Okay. I can't, yeah, I don't see anybody else on a hot lap. Kubi went out. Kubi went out for some reason, but ladies and gentlemen, that is your pole sitter. Line of Singapore for Red Bull and Mr. Hood in P2. Those guys will be on the front row, followed by Ruben, who I said really needed to have a good weekend. He has had some very unfortunate weekends. So a P3 in qualifying here at the Spanish Grand Prix, very nice for him. Then Sim Black Fox, Babushka in P5.
Jay
Ruda.
Hollers just binned it into the wall.
I don't. Should. Do I want to look? Oh, I can't look now. But. The action in P7, Rogue in P8, Hollers in P9, Nile in P10, followed by Chipsy, Righteous, Rosefest, Stewie 3K, Tact, Van, and Gazier. So, Fife, kind of an interesting qualifying session.
Yeah, it was. Went back and forth quite a bit early on there. Where do we have Babushka in 5th and Righteous in 12th? My dark horse for the day. I'm a little surprised, Tact. He just kind of got caught up in some traffic when I saw him caught up when the Ferraris were trying to get the tow going on, and just don't think he ever really. Oh, he got a lap in there. I didn't realize.
He must.
My bad. Wow,
Yeah.
4th. All right, 5th. He just got knocked down one. I thought he wasn't going to be able to complete the lap he was on for some reason.
Yeah, because he was on lean the entire time of when he was going through the first sector of his lap.
I wonder if his telemetry information was messed up.
Probably. That wouldn't surprise me. So, thanks, Codemasters. But, yeah, Tech taking P6 and Babushka taking P7 now. So, Nile bumping up himself to P5 and his teammate. I didn't realize that they were still doing hot laps. I thought the time had expired. That is my fault.
I believe there's an issue sometimes where we get a different clock than the qualifying session actually has, and Van says he's lagging. Hopefully we don't have issues tonight.
Well, let's make sure we take a picture of everything.
Yes.
just in case. That's what I'm doing right now. There we go. Because there has been issues in the past of this happening. We get ready for the race, and all of a sudden we have major problems.
This is definitely a track where I think Kubi can just take off. He gaps the field quickly. That could be it. Could see a flag to flag here. Then again, it's F1 and anything can happen.
Well, session starts here in 20 seconds. Fife, your dark horse, the Williams, an okay qualifying. But we're seeing Kubi and Mr. Hood take out the front row right now. Mr. Hood, I think, who has proved himself so far, has had a great season.
Yeah.
Mr. Hood got P1? When did that happen?
What is going on?
Well, I must be losing my mind, but Mr. Hood taking pole position away from Kubi is a huge thing. But we are getting our formation lap underway, and once again, we are approved by Grid Finder right here at Apollo Racing Club. So make sure to check out Grid Finder. We are approved league on their website. So huge shout out to them. So make sure
those guys had hoped to only have 100 leagues by the start of 2021. They now have 600 leagues registered. And yes, I know leagues come and go, but unfold here and there soon after starting. But I mean, 600 leagues. It's turned into a full-time job for their staff without them even meaning for it to happen that way. It's like nobody got punted back to the grid from the formation lap. So cheers to that.
Yes, very much so. Cheers to that. But once again, let's go through the lineup from top to bottom. In the front row, we have Mr. Hood and Lion of Singapore, followed by Ruben and Sim Black Fox, Nile and Tack, Babushka and Ruda, Action and Rogue, Haulers and Chipsy, the teammates, Righteous Fire alongside Rosefest, Stewie 3K alongside Van, and of course, we can't forget about our boy Ghazi Egg. So that is your track lineup.
And eyes on Team Ferrari, too. You know Rogue. I mean, he carved his way through the field a couple weeks back and caught right up to his teammate when they took the 1-2. And I know Rude is capable of driving with these guys, no problem. So watch Team Ferrari tonight as well. I think we could see something from them.
Well, they definitely have their work cut out here. This is not a track that's really easy to overtake. So it would not. This is not like China. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights go on, and 5 lights
Oh, God.
go out, and away we go. Mr. Hood is going to go ahead and take an early lead here, and he's going to stay ahead of Kubi, who is just, and they're going to fly down into turn 1. There is the pit strategy. It's a soft, medium, or a soft, medium, hard tire if you're wanting to do a 2-stop. If you want to do the 1-stop, of course, the hard tire is going to be your second choice. And Mr. Hood just definitely taking the lead here along with Kubi. And Kubi is staying alongside him, just staying right behind him. But nice job by Mr. Hood to get out ahead there. Must have had better traction coming off the start. So,
Ooh.
but
Chipsy,
Ruben,
a little tap to the back of the action after putting a nice pass down the inside of Ruda, dropping him back to 9th. So Chipsy up 1 spot.
well, Ruda's going to have to fight him. Chipsy, they were talking earlier. Chipsy is one of the faster guys in time trials. He builds most of the setups these guys use here at Apollo Racing Club. So don't be surprised to see a lot of people at his pace. So Ruda's going to have to fight him back. I know he's using Chipsy's, he uses Tax setup, excuse me. So
Now, Rogue already up 5 positions into 5th place for Team Ferrari.
Rogue nicely done, getting past Tact, his rival in the drivers'
slide by
championship.
Rogue, though.
Yeah, he's going to have to be careful. But Mr. Hood and Kubi, this battle for the top 3 is just getting more intense by the second, as we are seeing Mr. Hood, Kubi, Ruben. Ooh, there's a yellow flag.
Tact makes contact with Rogue, but what a save by Tact. Oh, my God. Wow. Great skill right there to catch that slide.
It looks like we have Van. Van is out of this race. He is retired from this race. He has crashed on the pit straight, and he is out of this race.
He has too much lag, unfortunately.
That is a rip. The Renault team just not able to get their internet issues figured out for this league, and sadly it's costing them points. And Rogue, he is having so many problems with these tires. So, and Chipsy, he picks up a 3-second warning already for track limits. So all these guys are within 2 seconds, 3 seconds of each other. Fife, that's kind of astounding considering that Mr. Hood is a half a second away from Lion of Singapore.
It's true. And we got some action going on back in 9, 10, and 11 as well. Stewie, Ghazi, and Haulers carving each other up back there right now. Ruda has unfortunately dropped back down to 12th.
Ruda just not able to keep the position, but he is fighting with another McLaren. That is going to be Haulers. He's going to stay within his slipstream as DRS becomes enabled this lap. No, wait, comes enabled next lap. My apologies. We're only on lap 3. This battle for 10th is starting to get intense, but Ruda, he is just not able to keep the pace there through turn 1, and he has fallen back as Haulers and Ghazi Egg just continue to go past him, just continue to gap him going down the straight between 3 and 4.
Ruben is really staying nicely down the back of Kubi as well. So as soon as DRS becomes available, we're going to have some interesting racing in 1, 2, 3 as well. And there it is.
Oh, the DRS did come online. Did you see it? Did you see the race control message for DRS?
Apparently, we're missing stuff tonight.
We are just missing a lot. It's been a while. I think it's been 4 weeks since our last stream. 3 weeks since our last broadcast here at Apollo Racing Club. So got to shake off the cobwebs and the rust and get back to the action. Ruben,
I don't know if you can hear this banging around in the background, but now the batteries in my controller have died.
we're a mess. It's all right though. We're getting right back into the action as DRS has come alive again for Kubi and Ruben. They are just staying within a second of each other. So we're going to keep our eyes on this fight as Tact picks up a position and Gazier, he passes Stewie 3K for P9. And he is going to go ahead and just go for the chase down. There's a flag, a yellow flag in Sector 1, and that's going to be Babushka. Babushka has... Not again. The man has wing damage as well. The man...
Team Williams, 15-16.
They just...
again.
They are legitly having Williams' luck.
I mean, Niles having a bad bit of luck tonight as well. He's down 9 positions, but big winners tonight so far. Gazier up 8 positions and Rogue up 5 positions. Stewie 3K up 5 positions.
Well,
for Babushka and Nile down 9 each.
We should give credit here to Kubi and Mr. Hood, though. The fact that, Gore's no longer here. Rogue didn't have that great of a qualifying. Even though he has great race pace, his qualifying is just it's just not on point. It's never on pace or on par with everybody else. And I think this race in particular, it's gonna come to haunt him. Even though he is on the medium tire, he's gonna be able to go longer. Mr. Hood has 40% wear on the front left tire.
Whew, that is a lot of wear already.
Yeah. Well, Kubi has 47% wear.
Wow, look at that.
But, and here comes Ruben, though. Ruben is right on the back of Kubi here, and they're just going to push all the way down into turns 7 and 8. No, excuse me, 9.
Did you just have to count them?
Yes, because I don't. I didn't have my my resource guide. I make myself a little guide here.
It's getting close at the front, man.
It is so close. Ruben, he is tasting P2. He is just smelling and trying to get a little glimpse of it. But we're gonna see the pit strategy come into play here in about 5 more laps. I feel like. So
Ruben and Rogue are close to joining this battle for 7th. I guess would be.
Just Rogue.
7th?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7th.
Well, for 5th.
No, 9th. It's more of battle for 9th.
Yeah,
I'm looking at back here.
Let's see how Rogue's doing. Rogue has only had 27% wear on that front left tire as he goes through turn 1. He is actually picking up a lot of time. He is 2.3 seconds away from Ruben, but they're just a 3-way battle for the tire. As Ruben went wide there, he's going to lose a bit of time on the Kubi now. And he's going to slide through turn 9 now.
And just look at 9 through 14 right now. They're within a second of each other.
This race is just unbelievably crazy. But like I said, this is a hard track to pass on. This is a testing track. You are not meant to pass cars on this track. It's
People are
just
going to find a way, and it's gonna lead to some stuff.
Yeah. And I should mention, Ruben's tires are just completely. He's gonna he's gonna lose grip here. Oh no, he spins!
Oh, he's sideways!
He's sideways in the turn 9. Oh no!
Oh, be careful rejoining Ruben. Haas is coming up on him quickly.
Oh, I actually have no idea where he's at. Yeah, turn 9 to turn 10.
He's going right into the pits now.
Yeah, he needs new tires. Get him on the hards. Let's see. I want to see which tire he does go to.
And there's some more passing going on right now. Tactexo is battling with Simblack Fox through turn 1 and 2.
No, he's going on the medium tires. So Rogue goes up to P2 now on the medium tires with 32% wear. And He's just sticking on lean mode. He's
That's
not.
a nice pass by Tact on Sin.
And now tacked up in the P3, but he's also on the medium tire. So we're seeing this medium tire group starting to make its way up the pack here. And Babushka, he is
Babushka
going to
has
retire
retired.
from the session. Doesn't surprise me.
Oh,
Probably having lots of issues. But ladies and gentlemen who are watching, we have about 13 viewers right now. We want to thank you for watching, and thank you for your support here at Apollo Racing Club. And if you have friends who are interested in sim racing and what it's about, make sure you share this with them. Get them to follow the channel for all our sim racing action for ACC, iRacing, and, well, here at the end of the month, the 24 Hours of Daytona. So Mr. Hood has a 1.2 second gap to Rogue. Rogue catching up some time. Obviously, those soft tires are becoming an issue as we are
everyone's
hitting.
pretty much going in on those.
Yeah, and Rogue right now, he is sitting at 36% wear, so he is going to go a long ways on these tires. Now, Mr. Hood is one of those risk takers.
Thinking maybe
Miles?
the action stayed out one lap longer than he should have here.
Is he? No, his tires are in better shape than Hood's, so he could go for another lap. But Mr. Hood, he has had to put pedal to the metal to keep his position here.
Now, as everyone's coming to start pitting, all these gaps have started to form, so it's going to be a little bit strange for about 2 or 3 laps till everyone starts to get back together and figure out their strategies.
Let's see here. Now Rogue, he's now, whoa. Guess what? Rogue is right on the tail of Mr. Hood. Mr. Hood,
Yep.
just pit,
He's gotta
man.
pit.
Just pit. Just pit. No, he doesn't pit. What is he doing?
Will the action pit now?
He should.
Yes, the action is going to pit.
Yeah, he's going to head on into the pits as Chipsy, who is on a medium tire, he is going to go ahead and just keep on going here. So Rosefest, he's going to move to the hard tire. And Gazier, he's going to pick up another position and move up to P5 on the medium tire. So the soft tire proving to not work right now. It worked for about 8 laps, and you really lose the pace here at Catalina. And if you have a problem with the way I pronounce it, I said it wrong. I knew you were going to say something.
Me?
How do you pronounce
What are you, Catalunya?
Catalina? Okay.
Linia? No, Lunya.
Lunya. Okay.
Catalunya. Give it some spice, man.
Either way, Rogue, he's in P1. He is just he's gonna form a gap. He is definitely gonna gap Rogue, Mr. Hood here, as he is falling. I think he has. Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to pit this lap. Let's see.
All right, here he is. Come on, Mr. Hood. Please come
on.
in. End it. Thank you.
End it for us. Thank you. End your torture, as we should say. Now, Tack, he's gonna pick up a 3-second warning now for track limits. This is a track I kind of figured we were going to see some issues, especially on the final turn in the final chicane.
So both Tact and Chipsy had 3-second penalties.
Interesting. But there's somebody we need to not forget about, and that's going to be Kubi. We haven't talked about Kubi in a while because he did pit. He did pit for medium, so he is going for a potential 2-stop here. As he knows Rogue is on medium tires. He started on medium tires, so he will have a 7-lap advantage over the top runners. Should we be considering something here? Does Kubi have a chance of winning this race since he pitted early?
With the 2-stop strategy?
With a 2-stop strategy.
Mr. Hood's out there on a fresh set of hards, and he's going to take those to the end of the race, you got to think. And Kubi's going to have to pit again. I don't think the 2-stop's going to work against the hards. We'll see how the hards hold up at the end of the race, though. Well, Spain is a lot of turns here, so could just be that those hards don't make it. They got to come in for softs for the last maybe 3-4 laps.
And it looks like we're going to be dry all through the session, which is nice. Thank you. Thank you, Codemasters, for no rain. I think a lot of guys were hoping for some rain this race.
I know at least one guy, Van.
Man, well, he's no longer.
Instead of rain, he got lag.
Codemasters was not nice to him, but Rosefest, he's on the hard tire right now, and he's 16 seconds off a Rogue right now. So, but I think he could potentially pull in the gap. He's only, I think he's going to take these tires to the end, and he's somebody who you could call.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but Kubi did just make a pass on Stewie and is moving his way up the field. He's about to join his teammate, who is on 10-lap old mediums, so they'll work together for sure here.
Yeah, they definitely will. But Rosefest, he is somebody who hasn't had a podium at all this season. I think he's somebody who is very competitive. He won the Tier 2 championship last season.
Tact is starting to reel in Rogue here. We could see a little battle heating up at the front.
I think Tact is hungry for some action, actually. He has had races where he has been very bored. He's basically the Max Verstappen of Tier 1, where it's been very boring or it's a DNF. So he is definitely looking to win some races.
Did he DNF? I thought he did, but I couldn't recall.
Yes, he has DNF'd, I think, once this season.
Let's take a look in the standings real quick while you continue.
So Tact is definitely looking for something. Now, Mr. Hood has had multiple warnings for track limits, and he picks up a 3-second penalty. So a lot of strategy potentially coming out here for Kubi, who is on that medium tire. That 3-second penalty is going to kill Mr. Hood now.
Tact does not have a DNF. He has a 19th place finish, so you must remember something going horribly wrong for him.
Yeah, something went horribly. Yes, he did wreck. He spun. So, and lost his front wing and had to pit, and that was basically his race. So, we could call P19 basically a DNF. He got 0 points. But he is definitely hungry for some wins. He wants to beat Rogue in this driver's championship.
He's going to do it. He's going to. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He is going to go for the pass, and he gets there. Wow, what a move.
Rogue moved a little bit there on him, too.
Ooh, Rogue being a little aggressive there on the defense, but you know what Tax says? I'm going to pass you here. And what really surprised me there, Rogue doesn't have quite as much wear on the tire compared to Tax.
Kubi's going to have Ghazi in the next DRS zone.
And we're going to go ahead and switch to that. I'm riding on board with Kubi, Lion of Singapore.
And all our friends back in 7th, 8th, and 9th, and 10th, and 11th have all rejoined each other.
We're all coming back together, guys. It's going to be an interesting one.
I said 3 laps.
Yep, 3 laps. Oh, man. This is going to be an interesting end to this race. I feel like we're going to see probably the best racing. Kubi's going to try and go in. Turn 9 doesn't quite find the inside. But they're going to get the DRS. He's going to find the inside in turn 10, but it's going to be close. Gazier closes the door, has to push.
Leave the space, boys.
Oof, that was a lot of respect there by Lion of Singapore. Gazier closing the door really hard, pushing Lion of Singapore almost off track there. But can we find something on the front straight? Now we're going to see a little yellow flag in Sector 3. Who is that going to be? I have no idea. It's going to be Gazier. Gazier picks up a 3-second penalty. Here comes Lion of Singapore. He's going to get the overtake on. And he's going to get a nice, clean pass. And here comes Rosefest, who is right behind Gazier, who had the DRS, who has to brake very hard in the turn 1.
I like Tax pit stop there. He pitted. Rogue stayed out, but it was a good pit stop. He didn't lose a lot.
Yeah, he didn't lose a lot of time. He's still in P6, and he's going to catch up here. For sure. So let's see here. So, yep. Now we're seeing Chipsy, who's on that medium tire. He is somebody who doesn't like the hard tire, so he is definitely a 2-stopper. He has 55% wear on that front left tire. Killer driving by Lions. Thank you, Cricket. How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. And I hope Astro, I've seen you in the chat. I hope you're doing well as
I think I just saw
well.
Astro in the lobby, actually. Just saw someone named Astronaut. He better Astronaut join again.
But wait a minute. So Rogue has pitted for the hard tire.
All right, Chipsy is now our leader on course.
So Gypsy, he's a race engineer for myself in Tier 2. So, and I will say he is a heck of a race engineer. Glad
I
to
did
have
hop
him.
in for some practice.
P2 BT dubs. Okay. All right. So Chipsy, he's going to go ahead and take the lead of this race. He has an 8-second advantage over Kubi. Kubi has 34% wear on these tires. Does he have the gap right now to Rogue to pit? No, he does not. He only has 3 seconds. That's not quite the distance that you need.
Oof. I believe Ruben just went through on Stewie. I got there just in time to see a yellow flash in Stewie's point of view.
Well, hello,
Sin
Ruben.
is-
Welcome back.
Yes, and Sin is watching this, as is Righteous.
And now we're going to go ahead. Let's ride on board with Ruben, who has had a fantastic race in my mind. He has drove very well having the BP3 as he comes through the final turns here. And Fife, being the founder of this, you know, of Apollo Racing Club, and how has this league been successful so far? I mean, we have 2 tiers, and both tiers with usually full drivers except for tonight, and we're just going to blame the holidays for that. So we won't take this week into account, but so far it's been pretty successful, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's 100% the people that drive here with us. You know, anytime a new division opens up, it's usually because one of our longtime members wants to see a new division, and they end up being the ones that head it up. So it's just 100% about the staff. You know, we started small, 11 drivers, and worked our way up, and just a lot of those guys that were with us from the start are now running leagues here, and just staff, 100%.
Well, and Chipsy did pit. He falls down to P8, and Kubi does take the lead. So,
Ruben almost lost it, but he picks up a 3-second time penalty.
well, we're gonna stick along with the front leaders now as we head into the 17th lap of this race. Tack has a 1.2 second gap to Kubi. So we are seeing what could be the making of a final lap showdown. It's going to be between Lion of Singapore, Tack, Rogue, Rosefest, potentially Ruben. We can't count Ruben out of this. All right? Ruben, he could just come out of nowhere. I keep saying he could potentially win this race. So let's see how this plays out. Rogue, who is on the hard tire, they're fresh hard. So he is going to take the lead of this race very quickly as soon as Kubi falls into the pits about 15. He could take these tires to the end, actually.
You get to look in the future here when you look at Righteous's tires, and who else is on this? Rosefest, 16 laps on the hard. They're at about 50% there on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
40 in the rear, getting close to 50 in the front. So those tires can easily do the 20 laps.
I'm looking at Lion of Singapore right now, whose tires are at 45% wear on that front left, and they've only got 9 laps in them, right? He could take them to lap 15, 16-ish before they're going to start wearing. So we are probably going to see another lead change. Tack taking the lead, and it's going to be a battle between him and Rogue. So this is the real, true battle to watch. Can Rogue catch Tack before Kubi pits?
The action just overtakes Righteous down the opening straight under DRS. Clean as you like.
Very nice action. He's going to just push very hard here into turns 2 and 3.
Ruda picking up a 3-second time penalty. Ruda, must be feeling a little rusty. I expected a little more out of him tonight.
Yeah, he might be feeling a little rusty. I think he's been doing a lot of iRacing as he preps for 24-hour Daytona.
Coming up here, what's that, next week? Go ahead and bump that again. That's a big one.
Well, that
Next
comes.
week?
That's at the end of the month. We have about,
Sorry.
we have about 3 weeks. So getting a little far there, but want to plug it early. It's going to be an awesome
There's
time.
a lot to plug here. I'm starting to lose track of all the stuff that takes place here. We've got a new AC League vintage sports cars coming up on Tuesday nights. We're now having ACC.
Oh no!
GT4
Tack
is
goes
running.
into the
Oh,
wall.
no!
Tacked.
No!
He's out of this race. He just lost it into the final turn, and that's going to be a virtual safety car.
Oh no, Tact. Another nightmare.
And Ruben crashed into him as well, and coming into the pits, and he's going to pick up a 5-second penalty and damage.
Oh, well, this is going to shake it up.
Oh my Lord!
And it's only a VSC. That's only a VSC. Oh, I guess he's right at the end of the pit lane. They can just push
He
him
was
in.
at the pit lane. Chat. Folks at
Just
home.
shakes up strategy. Strategy's
is-
all over the place now.
Strategy is definitely messed up. Line of Singapore, who is now stranded on 11-lap-old tires on a virtual safety
Yep.
car. Who
And at
with
Rosefest as well.
Rosefest is stuck on 19. Oh, man.
What a horrible place for that to happen for them.
And
Nile,
now-
drive-through penalty, speeding under safety car.
And now we're going to go back into green flag racing.
They have just gotten the worst luck. That is terrible.
Terrible luck for them. And here comes Rogue. He is 1.7 seconds away from Kubi. And you know what? Kubi is just going to have to sit there and just wait. He's going to have
This is
to
playing
take
right
these-
into Rogue's hands.
Yep,
He's
Rogue
not
is
putting
just
anywhere
like,
on the tires.
nope. So Kubi, he's going to go as far as he can with these tires. Rosefest, he is on 18-lap-old tires, but he can go a little bit longer than Kubi, so he's just going to go ahead and just race this race. He could potentially pull out a P2 here. That would be huge for his confidence and the driver's championship.
You could take these tires to the end, right? Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. I thought he was on hards for some reason. Kubi will definitely be pitting.
Yeah, no, Kubi, but I'm talking about Rosefest. Rosefest could get a P2 here.
He's going to have to pit, though.
Yep, he's going to pit. Where are we at? We're about 13 laps.
Next 2 or 3 laps, I'd say.
No,
Maybe 3 or 4.
you can take these hard tires a long ways. Like, you can get them into the 90%. We've seen Mr. Hood. We've seen Rogue do that. So 55% front wear on the left side, and both tires on the left side. Let's see. High tact. I'm so sorry, man. We were on board with you during that, so we feel bad. And actually, Rosefest, he is going to come in. He's going to allow Simfox to pass him and Chipsy. But he's going to probably go to the soft. No, does he go to soft or mediums? He goes to mediums.
That'll work.
That will actually work. He can pull a P2 here. He actually is going to be able to fight for P2 in the end, which is going to be quite nice for his race and the driver's championship. But Chipsy sitting P4, going to be in a battle with Simfox. Black
Now, I'm
Fox.
not sure what happened to Mr. Hood tonight. He's down in 12th. I thought it was just the pit strategy that had him down in the pack a little bit, but
No, but
he's
he
still down.
spun as well.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, he did spin.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate
So-
indeed.
Rogue is just going to be in a league of his own here once Lion comes into pit.
This is going to be, yeah. So we're going to basically say, you know what? Congratulations, Rogue. Lewis Hamiltoned it. Good job. Even though I bet you didn't say my tires are fine.
But
And
his
your
teammate is actually looking to overtake Stewie 3K.
Oh, Ruda. He's actually made up some places here on this tire, on this hard tire. He was P15. He was last place at one point in this race. And now since he's gone on this hard tire, he has been able to race really well. That medium tire just did not work out for him. He just fell super hard back as he goes over the curbs and he gets
That was a heck of a
that was
heck of a cut.
nice. Ruda, of course, bringing us what you shouldn't do in F1, especially right there. Why would you? That thing unsold the car.
You also got to look at Gazieg right now. I can't see his tires. What tires is Gazi on?
Gazi is
So
on
Gazi's
the
going to the
hard
end
tire.
on these tires, and he's made up 10 positions. He didn't even qualify tonight. Another big move tonight.
No,
Rose stepped
Gazieg
up
just
to- oh,
goes
no.
into the wall.
Commentator's
And he almost-
curse.
And he almost took out Righteous Fire. And he almost takes out Ruda. Oh, no. What has happened? What has
Stewie
happened?
overtakes him again.
Oh,
Mr. Hood
Gazieg.
overtakes him. That was commentator's curse right there. I was talking about how well he was doing.
Gazieg.
And I was just about to mention Rosefest as well, who's also made up a total of 9 positions tonight.
Yeah, and he is on the medium tire. Same with Kubi. Kubi did not.
Ruda,
Kubi just-
3-second penalty.
Why did Kubi pit? Did Kubi just
Because he was
pit
on
to
pretty
serve his
pretty worn
penalty?
mediums. No, yeah, he had pretty worn mediums, didn't he? I believe
Oh,
he
he's
had
on
very
used
worn
medium
mediums.
tires. Unless my thing hasn't refreshed and that's just a glitch. But these are worn, those are 15 lap old mediums and he pitted. But let's go ahead and hop on over to Rosefest, who is just coming through the first sector and going down through turn 4. So, Fife, we're coming down to the last 10 laps here. Rogue with an 8-second lead over Sim Black Fox, who is fighting Chipsy, who will soon be fighting Kubi, I would say.
He came out on used mediums?
He went into the pit lane and didn't come back on with tires or something.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's race over for him. 15 lap old mediums. He's not going to be a factor in this podium battle. I think you're looking at your podium right here. It's just a question of second and third, I feel like.
Let's take a look here at the intervals as Linus Singapore. Yeah, he is 4 seconds away, and he's not pitting now, obviously. We're
Scratching my head.
I'm scratching my head. But let's head over to this fight for P2 as we have Sim Black Fox and Chipsy going at each other head to head. Chipsy on 7-lap old hard tires. Sim Black Fox on 15-lap old tires. I think Chipsy, he could definitely get away with this. And I can't tell what Sim Black Fox's ERS is. It looks like it's at 50% now. And he hasn't used hardly any energy as well. So, but Chipsy is at 26, and he has had to use his overtake a lot as Holders picks up a 3-second penalty for track limits.
That's unfortunate, too, because he was battling with Stewie. These guys have been having a pretty good battle back here, and now that penalty's going to hurt him.
A lot of penalties tonight once again.
And something we have to take into account for the podium battle is that Chipsy also has a 3-second penalty. What is his penalty?
3 seconds.
3 second, yeah.
So, but Sim Black Fox might have to pit. That is something that we have to consider. Because 16-lap old hard tires, especially hard tires, they're going to start going out here in about...
His telemetry's off.
Yeah, his telemetry's off, so I can't tell. But Chipsy gain is two, yeah, about just, yeah, he's going pretty quick here. Even though his ERS, his battery's down to 22%. So hopefully he can just stay behind Fox here as he is on a fresher tire and just stay in the slipstream. and just use the DRS, which he is doing right now. But he's using that overtake for about 2 seconds as he brakes hard into the 90-degree turn at turn 10. And Fife, you know Chipsy pretty well, and Chipsy, he's looking strong for a podium here. Can he pass Fox here? Do you think he can go head-to-head with Fox?
I think he can. He'll get by him. It's just a question of can he get that gap he needs to, you know, overcome the penalty. Looks like he just lost a little bit there, though.
He did lose a little bit. He did not have a good exit there, but he is still within that 1 second to get that DRS, so he's going to catch up. Those tires, I think Fox's tires are going to become an issue very soon.
You know, another thing we forgot to talk about earlier was the Grid Finder Invitational that's going to be coming up January 16th. You guys all have to check that out at Grid Finder's Twitch page. But ARC will be racing in that against 5 other leagues from around the world.
Well, that is news to me, I guess.
Yeah, I just dropped the bomb on that one.
You,
Right?
you just dropped a breaking news, ladies and gentlemen.
Hot take, breaking news. Another interleague race, Kia.
Whoa! It's just
Kia,
like
I hope that these will be a bit cleaner than the last one, since these are all Grid Finder approved leagues.
Approved.
Approved.
The stamp of approval.
Boom.
But don't forget, we still got action. Guess what? Chipsy has made up that gap that he lost on the exit on the last turn there. On the last lap, he is now a half a second to Sim Black Fox.
There is some interesting gaps down in the back of the field as well. Righteous in the top 10 now. I like that.
Yep, and he is gaining on Ruta, who is up to P7 now. He just did not have the greatest of first stints on that medium tire. I don't think the medium tire suited him well. So, excuse me, the medium tire, not the soft, the medium tire. So, to see him doing really well on the hard tire and kind of staying away from Righteous is very nice. So,
Chipsy is right with Sin everywhere. Just should have a good look at him in the next DRS zone.
Yep, he is going to be looking for that.
Yellow
now
flag
there's
in
a yellow flag.
Sector 2. Yellow flag in Sector 2.
Who is that? Is
like
that Gazieg? Gazieg, not again. He had such a good start, too.
Oh, be careful rejoining. Ooh, they got through okay.
He got through, but he is going to get lapped going into 10. But, oh, I think is he going to retire? Oh, I thought he was going to retire there for a moment. He slowed down like he was going to pause the screen or something, but.
Well, let's have a look here at Chipsy on Sin going through the DRS straight.
Let's see
he
what
lost
happens
a little
here.
bit there in the penultimate turn.
Yeah, he is just not getting quite the exit as Fox is, and that's really hurting him. But he does have DRS again, and Fox does not, so he's going to make up that gap going right into turn 1. Nice turn.
Mr. Hood up another spot, just overtook Righteous for 8th place.
And now there is another yellow flag in Sector 3, and that's going to be Gazieg. Gazieg, he's just out of here. He's retiring. He's done. He is done. So... But here comes Mr. Hood as he is trying. He passed Righteous, and he is going to go ahead and just push for Ruta. These medium tires can go to the end as we are approaching 4 laps to go, as Chipsy is losing a little bit of time now to Fox as they come down the second straight of Barcelona.
I always found this DRS straight just to be like a tease.
I know, right? It's just like you go super hard. You're just pressing the gas as hard as you can, and then you just have to deep brake.
Deep brake.
Deep brakes. It's just like, you know what? We just don't want you to pass. Not here. Not ever. And if you miss it, you're going to go really wide.
He didn't get the DRS that time either.
He did.
3-second penalty. Did he? I didn't hear the bit.
Yeah, he did. I heard it. I was like, huh? And now, yeah.
So we have penalties, a lot of penalties through the 3, 4, and 5. Lion of Singapore. Go into the softs now. I questioned his strategy earlier.
Yeah.
That random pit stop that you saw.
Yep, that random pit stop. I think he just pitted to take care of a penalty. I think, wasn't he penalized?
Oh, perhaps. Perhaps that's what I didn't
So-
realize.
Yeah, I don't remember, but Sim Black Fox, who now he hasn't gotten a warning. He's been pretty safe, actually. Not gonna lie, but let's see if he has any. Yeah, he has nothing. Ruben with 8 seconds of penalties, so he is definitely gonna try and just gap Rosefest here as far as he can because he does have a 14-second gap to him. But Fox is just continuing to drive his own race here against Chipsy, who is going to just have to use as much energy as he can here in the final 3 laps here of the Spanish Grand Prix at Apollo
Jeez.
Racing Club.
So switch your detail to penalties. It's very confusing. The actual times. We have Excuse me. Chipsy's got a 3-second. Ruben has an 8-second. Rosefest 3. Ruda 6 seconds. Lion 3 seconds. Hood 3 seconds.
That's ridiculous.
Ruben with the fastest lap right now.
Literally 3rd through 8th all have penalties. But Chipsy, he is staying within a second. And now we're getting another yellow flag, and that's going to be Niall, I think. Yeah, that's Niall who has spun, unfortunately. So
no damage.
I told him to do something crazy, but that wasn't crazy enough, Niall. Sorry, you're not going to get 360. We only have 13 drivers left in this race, and we started with 17 as we go back to the battle for P2 as Chipsy, I think he's trying to figure it out a little bit now. The action picking up a 3-second penalty for track limits, as well as Chipsy and Sim Black Fox come through the final chicane, and Chipsy doesn't quite get the exit again.
Coming at the end of the race here, we got 30 viewers with us now to catch the end of this one.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on in. I'm EV500. Joining me is Pfeiffer, the owner and co-creator, I would say. You're a co-creator or creator of...
A lot of people don't know this. I was co-creator with Bacon Juice, actually.
With Bacon Juice, yes.
But
So
TactXO has been there with us since day one as well, my other admin.
F Bacon. Yes, F Bacon. But Lion of Singapore, he's going to go ahead and put up the fastest lap of the race with a 1:17.4 as he overtakes Bruda. Very nice and clean into turn 1. And is going to go in the turn 2 and turn 3. But Ruda fights back and he says, not today, Kublai. You're going to have to
I don't
try.
know who's ahead of who, technically.
Well, it's going to be Lion of Singapore who is going to be the loser on that battle. As he put
Bacon Juice raced in ACC the first round of the season, actually, this season.
And we haven't seen him since. But that's not the point here at Barcelona. We have a fight here for P6 between Lion of Singapore and Ruda. Ruda, who is now a full-time driver.
Ooh, Chipsy's going to have it on Sin.
What was that? Okay.
And here he goes.
And nicely... And he gets the overtake done. Chipsy takes P2 into turn 1. As they come through turn 2, he's going to hold the lead. Sim Black Fox trying to compete super hard with him, but he only has 30% ERS. But Chipsy only has 8%. So he's going to have to just save a little bit of energy as we are coming down to the white flag after this. White flag next time by, as we would hear in iRacing.
Now, Chipsy needs 3 seconds, but Sin's a smart driver, so I'm sure he'll be aware that Chipsy has the penalty.
True, but if he tries and follows him, that could become a problem. Because Chipsy might play some games here and try and get that 3-second gap. He almost has a second gap on him with that hard tire. So let's see what happens here. He's pulling very far ahead. I think he's gotten it almost figured out as they come through turn 12 and 13. And coming through the final chicane, can he find the gap? No, he does not. He is still within that second. Now the DRS is going to become available. Same with his teammate Niall for Sim Black Fox. And this is going to... Rogue, he's going to go ahead and race himself to victory as he goes through the first two corners, but we're going to keep our eye out on this battle for P2.
And watch out for P6 and 7 right now. Lion is all over Ruda. And Ruda just slapped the sausage curve, got a little bit of wheel spin and some slide. He's going to have him on the DRS.
He is. So, but back to Chipsy. He is now he's about a half a second away from Sim Black Fox behind him.
Oh.
So he's going to have to just Chipsy's just going to have to defend himself here and try and push Sim Black Fox into a mistake, potentially going off track. He is the only man in the top 5 who doesn't, he is the only person 2nd through 5th who doesn't have a penalty. So that could potentially change things if he does get a penalty. But Chipsy, he's also playing it smart. He can't risk another penalty as well as he goes over the sausage curve. But Sim Black Fox, he is sticking with him as we go down to the final lap, as we see Rogue cross the finish line as he wins the Spanish Grand Prix for his 4th victory of the season. And here comes Chipsy as he will cross the finish line in P2, but because of penalties, fall down to P3. And here comes Ruben crossing the finish line, and he is going to get a 5-second penalty for an unserved penalty as Rosefest picks up P4. But here comes Lion of Singapore. He got past Mr. Hood and Ruda, and he is going to go ahead and just drive away into P6.
I think he stays in P6, right?
He does stay in P6
Okay.
as Mr. Hood comes in with P7, followed by Ruda in P8, Haulers in P10.
Ruda moved to P9, right? Just went up to P8.
Very nice. But our podium, our winner, Rogue, and what a race by him this week.
Yes.
Wow.
You know, I said that, Rogue he's done it before, qualifies in the back and then carves his way through the field. He did it earlier this season, and I mentioned it before the race started that he had the possibility of doing it here again tonight. So awesome drive, Rogue. Congratulations.
And
nice drive to the top 3, Sin and Chipsy as well.
Yes. And really in Rosefest.
And Rosefest, yeah. Rosefest made up a ton of spaces. Great job by the Tier 2 champion.
Tonight is a hard night to choose driver of the day because we had several drivers do very well. But tonight, I'm putting my vote in for driver of the day for the Spanish Grand Prix, Sim Black Fox.
Mine is going to be Rogue for the night.
Rogue?
Yes.
I can't give it to Rogue. I sadly can't.
I'm sorry, man. Game recognized game.
See, the reason why I can't vote Rogue is because this is his 4th victory. Okay. This is his 4th victory this season.
All right, if you want me to pick somebody else, then I'm going to go with just what the game said. Rosefest, Tier 2 champion, ton of
I picked
places
Fox
made
because
up.
he didn't get a penalty.
Well, yeah, that's pretty true. Pretty true.
He had to, follow Chipsy at the end there and not pick up a penalty to get P2. So very nice drive by him. I think everybody did a great job. I think the top 10, I think everybody deserves it. But if I had to pick one, definitely Fox tonight.
And I was happy to see Wright just get into P8 at the end of the race there as well.
So, well, let's bring in our winner and we can bring in our 2 drivers of the day, I would say. Just give me a second.
Do I have to
here.
do that right then?
I can do that.
Oh, you got to do that? You can do that now.
Yeah, I have the powers. Watch this. They're going to get yeeted, and they don't even expect it.
Did you record the results screen?
I did not.
Oh, man. Boy.
But let's bring in Fox here.
Not really. People are still.
Hi.
Oh,
You got
Good
moved,
evening.
sir. You got moved.
evening.
Good evening. So, Rogue, obviously our winner, and then my driver of the day, Fox, Mr. Fox. You were my driver of the day, and
Oh,
who
thank
was
you.
yours? And you said Rosefest, right? Right.
Oh, yeah, he
Five?
was another really, really good driver tonight. I felt like, Rosefest, the Tier 2 champion, made up a tier spot, made up a ton of spots in this race. So he was also a driver of the day today. I guess we're having 3 drivers of the day.
Yeah. Well, hey, tonight was a fantastic race, fellas. congratulations on such a great race. Rogue, taking your fourth or fifth victory. What are you at now?
Fourth, yeah.
Yep, fourth because you didn't race in the last
Yep.
race. But congratulations. How does it feel to now take a commanding lead in the drivers' championship?
It's always nice. I mean, to be honest, I mean that race was kind of I don't know if Tact was pretty quick. I mean, we were battling out for we were pretty near each other for that race. Unfortunate that he spun out in the final corner, but it happens. But yeah, I think I don't, if he I don't know. I didn't have the outright pace to I don't think to beat Tact. He had a time penalty, but I mean, I'll still take it. So
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Uh, and starting kind of low on qualifying, that wasn't your best qualifying. And having the fight
no,
through the field,
no, it was not.
it was it was starting to look like Kubi and Mr. Hood. They were definitely competing there towards at the beginning of the race. What made you so calm and just staying within the and getting the lead?
Well, that track is pretty abrasive when it comes to tire wear. I mean, the softs do not last. So, me and Ferrari, the Ferrari strat was to go medium hard, and I think that was the same for Tact and a couple others. That was the more optimum strategy because if you started on softs, you were pretty much two stopping, which I'm pretty sure they all did. So, um, yeah, it was just a matter of time until the race kind of came to us, and I managed to get a pretty good start, get past a couple people, and then was fighting with I got past Tact I think lap one as well, which is pretty nice. So yeah, that was
Yeah,
pretty crucial because
you had a
I mean
very
I
good
think
start.
again I think he had really good pace tonight. So I think if I didn't get past him at the beginning and I didn't and I managed to keep him behind at the end of lap one, uh, I think that was pretty key in me being able to stay close and kind of manage my tires for that one stop. So
It's a good race,
Well,
man.
yeah, good race. Well, thank you very much. And now let's move on to Sim Black Fox P2.
Sin, no penalty.
No penalties, and
One stop.
one stop, and was my driver of the day. What a race
Wow,
there,
one stop. I
Fox.
didn't realize that either.
Mm-hmm. One
That
stop
that
starting on softs.
that
Now, at the
was
end there, Sin, were you aware that Chipsy had the penalty?
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
the game told me that he had 3 seconds, so I knew when he got by that I just needed to tuck in and keep it clean. I think at the end there I had 2 warnings. So that last lap especially, I was really trying to keep it on the tarmac and off the curbs as much as possible because I didn't want to risk it. So,
Great
but yeah,
job. That was a hell of a
Yeah.
race, though.
thank you.
yeah, P2. You had a great a decent qualifying session. How does it feel to get on the podium finally
Well, for tier one,
for tier
yeah,
one?
it's good. It feels really good. I hope I can keep that up. Next race should be good for me. I'm pretty strong at Baku. But something crazy always happens at Baku, so we'll just have to see.
Bring your
For-
wings.
Yep.
Bring your wings. I'm very excited for Baku because this will be the second street circuit of the 5 we get the race at this season. What is the plan for next week then?
Drive hard.
Drive hard. All right. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations on your P2. That will definitely help you out in the drivers' championship for sure.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
So thank you. And finally, we have Rosefest. Rosefest, you
Hey,
are
how's it going?
Fife's driver of the day, picking up P4 today. Congratulations. You were probably the definite shocker tonight for I think both of us. How do you feel after
I
your
wouldn't
race?
say shocker. I wouldn't say shocker from me. We were touting the tier 2 champion before the
Yeah.
race. That he wasn't
True.
anything to sneeze at. But it ties your highest finish for the season. I think you got fourth in round one, right?
Something like that. Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Well, it was just
Uh,
another great drive by. So we just wanted to recognize that.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank
most
you. It was a
most
fun-
definitely. How are you feeling right now after getting P4?
Yeah, it was a fun race. Honestly, I was expecting a dull race in Spain, and it turned out to be good. So basically, didn't qualify high enough. I didn't want to commit to the softs because I didn't think I could make it. So instead, went on, started pretty far, but then had to do a couple of overtakes. That was pretty cool. And yeah, good results. Mostly due to a couple DNFs probably, but still, I think it was pretty good.
Now, your teammate Kubi pitted at one point in time, and I wanted to ask him this, but since of all the craziness for him, he was, I'll just ask you this. What happened there? Because he pitted when he was on the medium tire, pitted, came back out, and he was on the medium tire, a 15-lap old tire.
He got a drive through.
He had a
Okay.
drive-through.
Yeah, he got a drive through on that VSC.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what happened.
Okay. That
well,
makes sense.
Now we know.
Now we know, because we were just confused because we were like, oh, it makes sense. He's pitting to get probably hard tires or a different set of tires. No.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the main strategy for that race, if he did a two-stop, was a soft, medium. So
very nice. Rose, looking at next week, we're heading to Baku. What is the one thing you are hoping for next week? What are the goals for next week?
Oh, I'm hoping for rain. I mean, Baku and rain. What more do you want? I mean, it's gotta be. It's
True.
gotta be. Please. No, otherwise, yeah, tons of wings, honestly, because it's a tough one. I'm just looking forward to not crashing into Castle, especially with no ghosting.
Yes, for sure. Well, thank you, gentlemen. You guys had a fantastic race. This was probably one of the best Tier 1 races we have had this season. So congratulations on your success tonight, and we'll see you all next week.
have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Good night, guys.
Well, Fife, that was an exciting race for round 5.
That was a pretty good one, man. It was fun. And I guess I'll be here again with you next week as Bash Dash is still away.
Well, we're at Baku next week, and we are hopefully going to see some excitement, especially through that long front straight. So for everyone here at Apollo Racing Club, Fife and myself, thank you for watching tonight, and we hope to see you next week right here at Apollo Racing Club. You can catch all the action with all our different leagues. We have Aceta Corsa, ACC on Saturday nights, and we'll have
Thursday nights.
And Thursday nights for GT4. We have Formula E starting back up soon. iRacing, Dirt Rally 2.0 starting very soon. Formula and F1 2020 as well. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the follow button to keep up with all of the action, and join us on Discord as well. So thank you guys. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time.